Hey, Daragh here from the Under Center podcast. This week we have been very lucky to get a early release copy of Madden 24, and I'm just going to give you a quick thoughts on the game before it releases this Friday, August 18th, worldwide, of course, on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series One X, and of course on PC as well. We were very lucky to get a copy last year, and we got to do a quick review on that too. Make sure you're following our social media platforms because we are going to have copies of Madden 24 to give out on PlayStation and Xbox over the next week. We already have a competition running on our social medias now, so make sure you are following us on them at UnderCenterPod on Instagram and Twitter. But like I said, I'm going to give you my quick review of Madden 24 in the limited time we've gotten to play it. As you've probably seen here, at the moment there's some video captures I have of some of the games that I played. And first thing I have to say about the game is they have the throwback jerseys, which I absolutely love. First game I had to pick out, of course, was going to be my Seattle Seahawks in their newly released throwback jerseys, going up against obviously those popsicle Tampa Bay Buccaneers jerseys as well. They both look absolutely fantastic, especially the Seahawks silver helmet looks great. Of course, you get a first sense of looking at as well the rookie class with Jackson Smith-Njigba and Devin Witherspoon, just of course to name a few on the Seahawks side of things. And I have to say, there is a lot of really, really good things to mention about this game. First of all, we have to talk about feel sense. I feel that it's made the game more authentic. You to see the hits are better for tackling. There's a clear divide in terms of like an old lineman hitting a running back that, you know, there's going to be an impactful shot as well. The kind of momentum tackles as well is a big thing too. One thing as well that I really like is the DBs or even anyone defending pass plays in general have become the CPUs become more intelligent than that. It's a lot harder to complete passes. You have to work on your accuracy as a thrower of the football to make sure that you're leading the ball away from the DB, that they cannot just either intercept or bat the ball away. One other thing as well that I think maybe got a bit of criticism last year was in running plays with the O-linemen not blocking players that you think that they should. If they're meant to be blocking, you know, maybe a linebacker blitzing, they just let that linebacker go and just try and block someone else or double team a defensive tackle. It seems to be more intelligent, where they're picking up blitzes and giving your running backs an opportunity to, you know, make the runs and make big gains and big plays for you in the team. It just adds to an authentic nature as well of the game. And on the other side of things, when you are defending, the running backs and the CPUs are a lot smarter too. They do try to evade and move out of your way as a defender to try and obviously gain more yards, you know, make bigger plays, which again adds to the authenticity of the game. It's around the presentations as well. So obviously some new presentations when it comes to scoreboards and transitions in between plays. One thing that you see now a lot more after plays are finished is players can have a little bit of a few words with each other after a play, if it's a big tackle or they don't, or something like that, or they want to celebrate a big play, you know, which kind of makes, like I said, makes the game more realistic, because that's what you see every week in the NFL. One big thing as well that you may notice, and I noticed it straight away, there's a new white cap. As I'll try to get on the screen here, there's a new white cap in the game who same voice, new white cap, which, you know, just freshness, just freshen up a little bit. It's always interesting to see. The transitions as well after plays, I got WWF Warzone on the old Nintendo 64 vibes, which I thought were pretty cool. Really cool. Obviously, as someone that played WWF Warzone a lot when I was a kid, I love to see that. Kind of brought me back to that straight away, which I thought was pretty cool. I don't know if they intended to do that in this game, but it's just a nice happy addition for myself personally, and obviously any old school wrestling game fans too. Like I mentioned, the newly released throwback jerseys this year are in the game too. Like I said, the popsicle Buccaneers, the 90s throwback of the Seahawks. You've got the Tennessee Oilers you're going to have as well. The green Philadelphia Eagles. That just off the top of my head, those are the ones that I'm thinking of. Obviously, other ones that come to mind, the Colts too, and their new alternative kits too, which is always great to see. Now, in franchise mode, I didn't get to play a whole lot of franchise mode, but one thing that I did see, and this is again to make something. It's something for the old school Madden players, and also something to keep maybe newer school Madden players more interested in the week-to-week process of franchise mode, is that the mini games are back. So, the practice that you do during the week to try and improve the XP of your players, now it's a lot more entertaining. There's a lot more in it. You feel like you're a lot more invested as well, which is fantastic, and I absolutely love. We'll get into more about the mini games and stuff too now in a little bit. But again, on the franchise mode, there's extra trade slots now this year. So in previous years, it was max 3 either players or picks you could try and trade to another team. It's been increased to 6 now, which kind of makes trades more realistic. If you look at, say, the Russell Wilson trade, that was 3 players and 3 picks. I think the Aaron Rodgers one, that's actually that was only 2 picks, but the bigger pick, more picks that can make negotiating a little easier. As well, there's more talent trees as well for you as a head coach, your offensive and defensive coordinators as well, to help improve the team, which is an updated feature which I do like as well. The relocation settings now are available to head coaches. It's not just GMs. There's more cities to go to. There's an updated uniform list as well that you can go to if you want to change that too. It's not something I've done in previous games a whole lot when it comes to relocating, but if you are someone who plays franchise mode and you do want that is something that is obviously to keep you entertained. Also in the drafts, or also in the settings before you set up your franchise mode, you can edit the drafts settings for the next year. So if you want to have more quarterbacks coming in that draft, you can edit the settings to make sure that the draft class is going to be better, and there's going to be better quality coming out of that. Same way if you want to do O-line, D-line, wide receiver, DBs, whatever, you can alter that to your way, which I guess it means it's more customizable that way, which is these extra things just to make the franchise mode for everyone different and make it a lot better. A big thing coming into it this year as well on the online side of things is crossplay. So you can play with someone who, if you're on PlayStation, you can play with someone who's on Xbox or on the PC, and obviously vice versa too. I think it's great for especially PC users because I think PC is has one of the lower take-ups in Madden when it comes to that. So it's great for people who do play it on PC that they do get a chance to play across different platforms. Now, crossplay is not available, as far as I'm aware, for the franchise mode. It's only for, head-to-head games. In that sense, we do not have Face of the Franchise anymore. Superstar mode has returned instead, and it also brings back the NFL Combine again for people that want to go through the NFL Combine and wants to try and get their player up through the ranks of an NFL team. There's less story cutscenes and stuff like that. So, some people liked it, some people didn't. I would be on more of the side that I didn't like I liked the Face of the Franchise at the beginning. It kind of gets you interested in getting something going, but I didn't feel there was enough put into it at times. Obviously, it was on the back of the success that he had on FIFA with I can't remember what it was called, but their version of Face of the franchise, which came out first. So Superstar mode still lets you bring your player through. Again, the positions are very limited on it as well. I believe it's running back, DB, wide receiver, quarterback. You can't be an O lineman, you can't be a D lineman or a linebacker, or a tight end or a kicker. You can't be any of those things. So we'll see if that gets improved as the year goes on in patches, and maybe that will become available, but for the time being it's not. Also, the yard is gone, so Superstar Showdown is replacing it. So I liken it to the sense, again, going back to FIFA. If you are a FIFA player and you play pro clubs where you've created your guy and you play with your friends and a team against obviously a bunch of other teams, it's 3-on-3, so 3 of your friends against 3 people online. It's a really good way of getting more people involved with it. I liked pro clubs when I played FIFA, so I like the fact that you can do this on, they have their version now on Superstar Showdown, where it is kind of like a backyard football, sort of like the yard, but a lot more neon lights, which I'm always a fan of, more neon lights for sure. Overall, I've really enjoyed the game, despite the limited amount of time I've gotten to play it. I will obviously sink my teeth into it more as the weeks go on. I am a big Madden fan. I have almost got a copy for every year for like the last 10 years at this stage, possibly more. But like I said, if you are a Madden fan, you're going to love it. I believe you will. It is improving year on year. I think that if you haven't played a Madden game for a couple of years, this is the one to pick up. It has a lot more to offer than I think previous installments. One thing that I haven't mentioned yet is MUT, so the Madden Ultimate Team. It's not something that I've played in previous years. It's not something that I probably am going to play this year either, but they have Steam streamlined it to make it easier to play this year for people that want to get into playing MUT that hasn't before. So it's definitely something to have a look at if you do play, or if you are interested in playing the Madden Ultimate Team. But like I said, overall it's a game that I do enjoy. I can't wait to sink my teeth into it over the next coming weeks. So that's my quick review of Madden 24. Like I said, or if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, comment underneath, let me know what you think of Madden 24. Are you excited for it to come out? Of course, August 18th is the release date, this coming Friday. Like I said, follow our social media at UnderCenterPod on both Twitter and Instagram. If you want to be in with a chance to win a copy of the game yourself, we have 5 copies to give out over PlayStation and Xbox. So you do have an opportunity to win a free copy. If not, I hope you go out. If you do go out and decide to buy it, I hope you enjoy it as well. Especially those throwback jerseys. I'm going to put them when I'm in my franchise mode with the Seahawks. I'm going to have them as my default home jersey from now on, because they're just so damn pretty. But like I said, that is my review. If you stayed this long, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Why not hit that subscribe button while you're there? Because, of course, the show's going to be back this year with even more content, more reviews of the games coming out of the NFL season. It's going to be starting in a few weeks. We can't wait. And check out some previous shows. We've been lucky enough to have Commanders head coach Ron Rivera on the show. So check out that video if you haven't, our interview with him, or if you want to check out any other shows that we've done, be sure to have a look at it then. But listen, thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon.